Hey, Hugh Taylor here, and this morning we're going to talk about how to write a local SEO press release. A press release that is designed to trigger Google to index the content and help a local business get high up in the search results. Okay, this is something of an art, I think, and it just, with my standard caveat squared. My standard caveat is there's a lot of different ways to do this and a lot of different ways to write press releases. So this is just an approach. It's not the only one. It's one that has worked according to my SEO expert clients who hire me to write local SEO press releases. And the second caveat is that, as with anything related to search engine optimization, the rules are constantly changing, and what works today in 2020 may not work in 6 months or in 12 months and so forth. So you'll have to come back to Initium.Center 100 times to keep checking. Just kidding. Anyway, so the way I want to do this is with an example. So I'm going to show you an example of a press release. This is adapted from a real press release that I wrote a little while back for a dentist. Actually, to be accurate, I wrote it for the search engine advisor to a dental practice. So it's been modified, but the essence of it is still the same. And what I've done here is I've tried to highlight using color coding where I have embedded local SEO terms and hyperlinks in the press release. So before we get into that, a couple of quick ground rules on press release writing for local SEO. One is that although you're writing for a machine, you're writing for Google, a piece of software basically to read the press release, you have to write it for a human being as well, because a person may click on the link and read the press release, and it has to read like a professional, normal press release that makes a compelling marketing message. So keep that in mind. Also, you want to embed local search phrases. We're going to get into that here. They're in yellow. You want to also add a Google Maps link, which we'll talk about in a minute, and you want to embed URLs in the body copy. These are all important factors for local search engine optimization. Now, in this case, the goal, and you always have to start with the marketing goal of the client. When you think about this, the goal of this client is to get new patients into a cosmetic dentistry practice in Los Angeles, California. Okay, the locality is very important. So the SEO expert who hired me to write this press release said that he wanted the phrase, top LA cosmetic dentist or Los Angeles cosmetic dental practice and so forth in the press release. So your job as a writer is to include these phrases in the headline, the subhead, and the body copy of the press release, and do it again in a way that will make sense when a human being reads it. Okay, so it's a little bit of a writing challenge. So what I've done here is, and I've highlighted the search phrases in yellow. So right in the headline it said top LA cosmetic dentist, right? Arthur Grossman DDS to offer free dental implant consultations. So this is, you have to remember, this is still a press release. You still have to be announcing something. There is a news announcement here. Dr. Grossman's office is offering a free consultation. That's the news. Okay, the local SEO is embedded in the news. Okay, so it's a little bit of a tricky assignment. Then in the subhead, I've added this very basic Los Angeles cosmetic dental practice in the subhead. In a phrase, if you read the whole thing, it says provides advanced restorative techniques. But the key thing here from a local SEO perspective is this phrase, Los Angeles cosmetic dental practice, is similar to what somebody might type into the Google search form. And that's what all these phrases are. It's like people are going to, and you have to kind of think, it's sort of like a psychological exercise. What are people going to be searching for? Those are the phrases you want to put into the press release. Of course, this is similar to writing a blog for SEO, but it's a press release, and it'll get picked up by news outlets if you do distribution. And if you look at the resources section of my website, there's some distribution offers there. There's also a free press release template at the link below that you can click on to get a template for this kind of press release. So other key phrases are best dentist in Los Angeles. We put that in, and then I put this phrase, I want dental implants, because that's something that a person might just type into Google, I want dental implants. Okay? So you want to try and rank for that, and because of the local indexing, hopefully if the person who types that in is in Los Angeles, this result will come up in the search results. So those are some embedding of keywords. I've also embedded the key phrase cosmetic dental practice in Los Angeles, which is a variant of the other term. Now, in terms of URLs, you can embed hyperlinks into a press release. And if you work with Marketers Media, for example, where I do a lot of distribution, you can have 3 hyperlinks embedded in the press release. There is some discussion of the best way to do this. According to local SEO people I work with, the so-called anchor link, where you have a key phrase hyperlinked to the website, is no longer helpful. Instead, what's suggested are so-called naked URLs. And I've sort of just contradicting myself here. This highlighted in green is the URLs in the press release. Arthur Grossman DDS, that is his practice name. It's not an anchor link, it's not a key phrase. But what I've done elsewhere is I've just used the word website with the hyperlink and the pure URL, www, that's a real naked link. Now, also here, I've included here a Google Maps link to the address of this dentist's office. And I've been told and advised to do this by my local SEO expert clients who tell me this is a very good way to establish local search indexing on the Google algorithm. So I always include the address. This, according to the experts, enables the listing to come up in the search results as a map in the map link. And sometimes if you do a Google search for a local business, you'll see it come up as a map. That's helpful. And it's also useful if someone clicks on the press release, they can see where the office is. You have to remember, human readers. Anyway, so these are just a couple of the tips on local SEO press release writing. If you want a free SEO template, click on the link below. And if you check out our resource section, there's some special offers on press release distribution. So I hope that's helpful, and I wish you luck with your local SEO press release writing.